thrilling Taconic Parkway in New York. This intriguing psychological drama explores the fine line between reality and fantasy. Maybe at times, instances tend to push that line now and again. An Indian American couple living a normal family life enter visitor, a well-known Bengali actor. The whole normalcy of that life, that family life, has gone topsy-turvy, violently disturbed, and as the play unfolds, deep down dark secrets of the past life are unfolded gradually in front of our eyes, leaving us in wow, disbelief, and wonder. This is it. Taconic Parkway is a mysterious roller coaster ride, enjoyed at its peaks, at its valleys, at every twist and turn. Written by the famous playwright Sudipta Paul and directed by our own veteran actor-director Manoj Tiwari, produced by our beloved Madhuri Subramanian. Ladies and gentlemen, Taconic Parkway.
No, he's not up yet. What do you mean don't make any breakfast? I was just about to make some luchi for him. Are you sure? Okay, it's your responsibility, mind you. Come back soon.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're up already. It was quite late last night. You could have slept a little longer.
No, couldn't sleep. The jet lag is still kind of bothering me.
Can I get you some coffee or should I make you some tea?
Coffee would be better. Black, no milk or sugar, please.
Sure.
Your husband, is he around?
Oh, Deepak has gone to run some errands. He'll be back soon. Would you like some orange juice?
Oh, no thanks. Please don't bother.
Oh, no botheration at all. It's my pleasure. Really such a great privilege to host a movie star like you. You won't believe the begging and pleading I had to do to get this opportunity. And now if I'm short on hospitality, do you think I'll be spared?
You had to beg for me.
Of course. All the ladies there were fighting to host you. Pulling you out of their clutches was quite a struggle. I had to make a solid case to justify my claim.
Really? What did you say?
Oh, please don't ask. It's quite embarrassing, really.
Come on, tell me.
Well, I said something like, you were an old friend of mine. We used to live in the same neighborhood. We were very close. You were like family, blah, 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 you know. I hope you pardon my discretion.
Rather, I'm flattered. But I don't think I deserve this honor.
You know, I was worried that others might make similar claims. Who wouldn't like to be your close friend?
I can't say this has never happened before. But I don't think anybody made such claims last night.
Good. Now, promise me you won't give out the little secret of ours, please.
Sure, it will be my pleasure to stick to your story. From now on, we're two long-lost friends who just happened to bump into New York after many, many years.
How very romantic. Let me assure you, you won't regret my friendship. I'll make sure that you never forget me.
I'm sure I won't.
You know, I really enjoyed your play last night. That girl, I mean the lead actress, does she act with you in your films as well?
Okay, Manushi. No, she mainly plays in the teleserials and soaps.
Just quite attractive. All the guys were too eager to get a picture taken with her last night.
Is that so?
Would you mind if I have a picture taken with you?
It will be my pleasure.
Great. Oh, there, he's coming back. I'll ask him to take the picture. You know, he has a real knack for photography. He keeps on buying all kinds of expensive equipment, cameras, lenses. I don't even understand any of that.
Hey, you're up already? Must be an early riser, huh?
No, not at all. The credit goes to my jet lag.
And you have another flight to catch this afternoon, huh?
Hey, what did you get for breakfast? He's hungry.
Hey, I wanted to treat you to a typical American breakfast. Sarika, I wanted to make some Bengali dishes, but I said, you must be tired of eating them every day. So I have something new that you've never had.
Sure, I will eat whatever you eat.
Oh, no, we hardly eat this stuff. Most mornings, all we get is some milk and cereal. And that too if we're lucky.
So here it is. Dunkin' Donuts. Very, very popular in this part of the country. They say America runs on Dunkins. As if it is their coffee and the donut that keeps America on the go. Here, try this. Some donuts. I also have some sausage. You know, the bagel with ESP.
ESB?
Yeah, egg, sausage, and bacon. I hope you're okay with sausage and bacon.
Sure, I eat everything. But who's going to eat all this? Certainly not me.
Hey, they say this is the most important meal of the day.
Hey, but then you can't refuse my lunch, huh? I prepared a special meal for you all by myself. Deepak, why did you bring this coffee? I already have a pot brewing.
Don't worry, I'm not America. Your home-brewed coffee is good enough to make me run.
But you will like my coffee too. Hey, Sarika, I hope you're brewing my favorite, the Jamaican Blue Mountain.
Oh, of course. Hey, Deepak, will you please take a picture of Mansaj and me?
Yeah, sure.
I hear you're quite a photographer.
Oh, well, you can say that. Whenever I have spare time, I just pack up my camera bags and hit the outdoors. I love to shoot. Love to shoot nature, birds, animals. You know, you remember the road we took last night? That was Taconic Parkway, one of my favorites. The most picturesque road you will find in this. It changes its shape every season. Spring, summer, fall, winter. I have so many pictures, zillions of pictures and slides to show.
Your house is very pretty too. This morning I was looking out from my window. The mountains, the yard, the lake. It's beautiful, like a picture postcard.
Yeah, 8 years ago we bought this house. Love at first sight, as you were saying. You know, my daughter Mom, she said, Dad, if you have to buy a house, this is the one.
And you had to buy it right away. You know, Mansaj, it wasn't necessary at all. We had to spend a fortune on this house.
Well, it was not a bad investment at all. You can't say that, huh? Anyone who has come to this house has fallen in love with this. Many celebrity guests have come to this house. Pandit Ravi Shankar, Zakir Hussain, and many of your Kolkata actors. You know, I have a kind of arrangement with the Bengali club. Any celebrity they invite must come and stay with us.
That's nice. But I'm nothing compared to those celebrity guests of yours.
Oh, come on. You are the famous matinee idol of Kolkata. The great Maharaj, huh? We are really honored.
But the honor is all mine.
All right, why don't you finish your breakfast? Then I'll take you on a tour of our house and property. But the place you're going to like the most is our basement theater. That was also my daughter's wish. You know, we have seen so many of your films down there. She loves Indian films. And I must say that Bollywood films these days are almost at par with Hollywood.
How can you compare Hollywood to Bollywood? But yes, they're far better than the Bengali films made these days. You know, during your days, at least the films had a story. They were fun to watch.
But think about the money they spend on those Bollywood films. Compared to that, the Bollywood film producers hardly spend any money. How can you expect the same technical finesse?
Hey, Manas, can you tell me how much does it cost to make a film these days?
Well, in Kolkata you can still make a decent film for about 60-70 lakhs. Why? Are you interested?
Oh, yes, of course. You know, I've been toying with this idea for quite some time. In fact, I have a rough plot in my mind too.
You want to make a film?
Yes, why not?
Well, I never heard you mention this before.
Why am I not surprised? You were never interested in any of my artistic endeavors anyway.
Never. Since when did you become an artist? Taking a few snapshots doesn't make one an artist.
So I'm not an artist, right? Photographers aren't artists. Henry Cartier-Bresson, Ansel Adams, what's his name? Raghuveer Singh, they are not artists. And just because you can make a few Bharatnatyam moves makes you an artist.
I never claim to be an artist. I'm a dance instructor, not an artist. Have you ever heard me make such a claim?
Why did you push? Why did you force Pom, huh? She never liked Bharatnatyam, but you always pushed her. You said she must become a dancer like you, didn't you?
No, I never said that. I just wanted her to learn to appreciate art. Art makes a person a complete human being. Watching TV and films can be someone's only pastime.
What? What is wrong in watching films? You tell me. Don't you consider watching cinema a kind of art appreciation activity?
Miss Chui, it isn't bad to watch at all.
But then tell him the kinds of films you watch. Either some Hollywood or Bollywood trash, or some sordid Bengali melodrama. You and Pom spend hours in that dark basement, munching popcorn and watching junk. Nobody can call that art appreciation. Besides, Pom had the talent to become a good dancer. She was a natural.
Why don't you admit that you hate us having a great time together? You always call her upstairs, away from me, whenever, with all those lame excuses. Hey, my daughter Pom, she loves to watch movies. We have seen so many of your movies down there. And you know what she says about you?
Oh,
About me?
don't mind him. Would you like more coffee?
Yes, please. The coffee is very good.
Finish your coffee, and then I'll take you on a tour around our property. You will love the surroundings.
Thank you. So, tell me, what does Pom say about me?
Oh, never mind
So
what
she-
she says. She's just a kid. Ignore her.
What? She made such a profound statement about Manasaj and you want him to ignore it?
Now I'm really curious. I must find out what Pom has to say about me.
I'll tell you.
No, you won't say a word. I'll tell you later, don't worry.
Excuse me. I don't want to hear this from either one of you. I want to hear it straight from Pom. Why don't you call her?
That is not possible. She is not here.
She's not home. You can't talk to her.
That's too bad. I would hate to leave without knowing what she has to say about me.
Oh, no, you won't have to. I'll tell you. She said, Dad, this actor Manasaj is so handsome. The most handsome Bengali she had ever seen. And then she said,
You heard him. Does that make any sense at all?
Of course it does. I'm really fortunate to have a young American fan so far away from my country. I must meet her now.
But you can't. She's not home. She's in college and her exams are coming up.
What are you doing? Oh, yes. She's in college, her exams are coming.
That's very unfortunate. So, what does she say about me?
I don't think we should say any more, Deepak.
What should know?
Come on, I can take some criticisms.
Oh, no, she did not criticize you at all. She really likes you. You know, she said, Dad, I wish you were as handsome as Manasaj. Then I would have loved you even more.
How silly of her. I hope you're not offended or anything.
Oh, no, not at all. I may be getting old, but I still enjoy such compliments from pretty young ladies. Please do tell your daughter that her handsome hero loves her too, more than anybody else in this world.
What? What do you mean you love her? You don't even know her. How can you say that you love her more than anybody else? Nobody loves her more than me.
Deepak, are you out of your mind? Manasaj was only joking.
Yes, I was indeed. I love all my fans, and that's what I meant. I'm sorry if I've offended you in any way.
It's all right. I'm sorry, I just lost my temper. Excuse me. I'll be back soon.
Please don't mind him. He's kind of like that.
It's really upset with me. It was never really my intention.
No, he's not upset with you. Actually, he's a bit upset with me. Well, looks like you hardly ate anything here. Would you like more coffee?
No, thanks. Your husband, is he coming back? I'm sorry, he seems to be hurt.
Please don't feel bad. Just wait a while. He'll be back in his usual jovial self. It's just that he's a bit sensitive about Paul.
Loves her a lot, doesn't he?
Do you have a daughter?
No, I have a son. He's all grown up and married.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about.
Worry about what?
I mean, a daughter is a load of responsibility, isn't it? Bringing her up, getting her married. It's no easy task.
No, that is not true anymore.
Well,
Hey, Manasaj, I've made up my mind. I'll go for it. I'll make the film. I'll invest 1 crore. No, make it 1.5 crore. You just have to promise me.
See, what did I tell you?
I feel a lot better now. Tell me, what do I have to promise?
You just have to act in my film. The lead character, the hero.
Me? Hero? You think at this age I can pass off as a hero?
You'll be perfect. Trust me. You just have to promise me.
What's the hurry? We can talk about it later.
No. I want you to promise right away. I want the contracts drawn up and signed before you leave this country.
Deepak, I hope you know what you're doing. Filmmaking is no joke. If your film doesn't make it, you're going to lose everything.
I don't care about the money. I just want to make this film, that is it. Honestly, once you hear my story, you will know what I'm talking about. You have never seen such a film made in Bengali before. Totally offbeat. We shoot most of the film in our neighborhood, upstate New York. Hudson Valley, Catskill, Taconic Park. That's it. Taconic Parkway. We'll name our film Taconic Parkway. The mysterious, the beautiful, the thrilling Taconic Parkway.
The name sounds interesting. Let's hear the plot.
No, you won't name the film that.
It is settled once and for all. We'll name the film Taconic
No,
Parkway.
you won't. I hate that book. Why do you have to call it that? You want to hurt me, right? You purposely want to hurt me, and you...
If she doesn't like it, we can call it something else.
Don't mind what she says. She just stayed on that road. That is it. It's a bit curvy, with a few twists and turns. Wherever we travel on that road, she sits stiff like a rock. Eyes closed, face pale like a cadaver. It's all in the mind, But I love that road. You remember we drove on that road last night? Didn't you like it?
I like hilly roads. In India, whenever I get a chance, I go to Darjeeling or Kalimpong by road.
You will love it there, I'm sure. Come on, sweetheart. Relax. I'm not asking you to drive on the Taconic. It's only a film, right? All right, we'll not even ask you to come to the location. Right? It is all set. Relax. Now, can you get some coffee for us? We have a lot to discuss.
Manas doesn't want any coffee.
Oh, you don't? Fine, but I would like to have some.
I can't. I have to go now. Would you like to come with me, or do you prefer to stay with him?
How can he come with you? We have so much to discuss, I just said.
Why don't you let him say that?
Let me talk to him first. Then I'll come with you, I promise. But why don't you join us too?
I can't. Deepak, don't you dare bring up that topic again.
What topic are you talking about?
You know quite well what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then let me spell it out for you. You're not going to talk about Pom again.
What? Why should I talk about Pom? What's the big deal?
You know what the deal is. Do I need to remind you?
All right, I will not talk about Pom. You will leave now. Don't worry about her. If you don't talk now, we will not get another chance. You have to be at the airport by 4 o'clock. I suggest we leave a little early. On our way, I think I'll show you the glimpse of Taconic.
Since you mentioned it, I do kind of feel attracted to this road of the Taconic Parkway. I must see a Taconic Parkway.
Hey, once you see it, you will know why I want to name this Taconic Parkway. Huh? I want you to go to it. Cancel all your engagements, come back right away. I can't do this without you.
I will try my best. Now, let's hear the plot.
Plot, right, yes. The film is a love story. Love story between a beautiful, young, second-generation Indian-American girl and a middle-aged, rather old actor visiting from India.
Now I get it. So this middle-aged, rather old actor is me, right?
Exactly. Have you seen Chini Come? Oh my God, what a film! I love that. Amitabh did a great job in that.
So this is kind of a reverse take on Chinika. In that movie, it was the girl who was visiting from India.
No, not at all. In that film, the homeland was the link between the two characters. In my story, the girl is completely American. She grew up in this country. Only her parents are of Indian origin. It's a far more complex story. A complex psychological drama.
I understand. Please continue.
Yes. But before I say anything more, you'll have to promise me something.
Again?
You need to keep this to yourself and yourself only. Sarika should not know anything about this. Okay? I want my daughter Pom to be the female lead against you. The Indian American girl I was talking about. And you must accept. You cannot say no.
Why should I say no? But if your wife objects...
No, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll talk to her. Oh, Pom is very talented. She will be fabulous at this. And I'm not saying that because she's my daughter. Okay? She is a beauty. When the film releases, the Bollywood and Hollywood will be after her like crazy.
That's nice. But I would have loved to meet her once though. Maybe you could show me a picture or something.
I'll show you everything. But first you listen to my story. This is how I'm visualizing the film. Opening shot. Exterior. A winter night. In a long panorama shot, we see a snow-covered mountain. It's snowing quite heavily. And through the snow, we see the Taconic Parkway snaking through the hillside. Camera pans, moves tighter on the road. We see a silver-colored Toyota Camry driving down. A bit erratic, wheels often losing traction. It is obvious that whosoever is driving the car should not have been out there in this weather at all. Cut to a pickup truck, driving up the road on the other side. Closer, we see the driver looking tired, almost drowsy, straining hard to stay awake, often losing control of the vehicle. Cut back to the trailer. It has recovered some of its traction and is moving faster. It swerves past a sharp turn at high speed. Cut back to the pickup truck, still not steady. The road in front takes a sharp bend round a hill. The truck manages, handles precariously at the last point. Cut back to the Toyota. It is driving even faster. Close up with the tires, rolling up the road slopes down to a sharp bend. The car is moving faster and faster. Suddenly we see a pair of headlights from behind the bend. This is the truck climbing up, rapidly coming close. Stop short. The car tries to pass the truck at high speed, loses control, spins and hits the truck and flies up. Slow motion. The car hangs in midair for some time and then smashes down on a large rock.
No! No! No!
Sharika, are you alright? Are you okay? Deepak, I think she's not okay.
She's fine, she's absolutely fine. Sit down.
Sharika,
Sit down. You're safe, Madison.
sit down. Would you like some water? Here, please, bring some water.
Bring the damn glass and drink the water. Put some manners in you.
Manners? You are trying to teach me manners? How could you tell the story to Monset? Don't you have any shame left in you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you skipped your medication this morning.
Don't try to dodge my question. Why are you telling the story to Monset?
Sharika, he was just telling me the story of his film.
Fill my foot. Don't try to give me this bullshit. You think I don't know you?
Believe me, he was just narrating the story of his film. Maybe this story is reminding you of a similar incident in your life.
What is it? What incident did I tell you? No, nothing like this ever happened in my life. Or did it? Speak up, Sarika. Did anything like this ever happen in your life? No, nothing. She just cannot handle stress. My sweet little fragile darling. She just gets these panic attacks for no reason at all. Would you like some coffee, darling? How about a shot of brandy in your coffee? It'll help you.
I don't need any brandy. I'm fine.
All right. Good girl. Very good. So would you allow me to tell the rest of my story to Marissa now? Sit down, Marissa. Sit down. She's fine. She's absolutely fine.
Yes, I am. But Deepak, now I'll tell him the story.
Oh, you will tell my story? No. That was my idea.
Come on, Deepak. Let's hear what she has to say. Maybe she'll give us a different perspective.
No.
We can decide later which one will make a better film. Come on, Sharika. Tell us your story.
I'd like you to open the film like this. A hospital in New York. A young Bengali woman is in labor. She's screaming and crying. Her husband is standing helplessly by her side, trying to help her and make her comfortable, but it's not helping at all. The doctors and nurses make their rounds and check her at regular intervals, but she keeps on screaming, keeps on crying. And then, after some time, all her pain melts away. She gives birth to a beautiful little girl. A faint smile surfaces on the mother's face. The nurse hands over the baby to the father. And the father, he stares at the baby, mesmerized. The mother pleads in her tired voice, "Give her to me, please, give her to me." But he doesn't listen. He keeps on staring at the baby in his arms. Keeps on looking at her.
Wow. Oh, poor boy. Please continue.
This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. Sarika, you cannot start the film like this. No, no, Manasi. This cannot be the film.
But why not? He's only giving us a different opening. And I like it. Your opening version was quite dramatic, rather action-packed, I should say. But her version is quite nice and soft, quite lyrical. Sharika, please share.
No, why are you asking her? She knows nothing about my story. This is my story and my story alone.
No, this is my story too. You know this is my story too.
Come on, Sarika, how can you? This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. The child was not born the way you described.
Then how was she born? Tell me how.
What if the child was born, not born in America? Maybe people adopted her.
No, she's not adopted. She is their daughter. She must be their daughter.
This can be interesting. Let's say this actor with whom this girl has an affair is in reality her biological father, whom she never met. Many years ago, this actor has an affair with this girl's mother, and the mother, due to obvious reasons, had abandoned the child. Now, this couple from the US comes to India, adopts this girl, and the girl grows up in this country under her loving adopted parents. Now, after many years, this girl meets her real father under completely different circumstances. What do you think?
That is a possibility. That certainly is a possibility. But what do you think, Sarika? It happens all the time, isn't it?
No, I'll never allow this. The girl must be born here, of her mother. The mother who cared for her, who brought her up, she must be born of her womb.
But then how can you create conflict? You cannot have drama without a conflict, isn't it?
You want conflict? Okay. Then let's assume many years ago, the mother had an affair with this actor. You know, before he became a celebrity. When he was still a struggling actor. Then, after all these years, they meet again here in the US. Their old love revives. But now, both the mother and the daughter are in love with the same man. They both want him. Here's your conflict.
Cliche, the same old triangular love story. No, not acceptable at all. I think my story is more acceptable, more interesting.
Your story is filthy, your story is repulsive.
What?
You cannot keep the adoption issue in this film. Never.
But Sharika, this adoption issue will make the story different, more interesting.
Yeah, I think you're right, absolutely right. I think we need a twist in the story, isn't it? Here's how we can frame the story. So when our young heroine comes to know that this middle-aged actor is indeed her biological father, she's devastated. This man with whom she was so intimate, even slept with him, is her father. She's shattered. She becomes a mental wreck.
Just the opposite of the tragedy of Oedipus Rex.
Right.
Electra complex. Sharika, you will agree that Sophocles didn't try to replace. I'm telling you, Deepa, the story of yours will cause a major stir.
Hey, you are absolutely right. It'll be a great film. I can just imagine an Oscar great film. Pom will be fabulous. She'll be fantastic in this role.
Pom? Why are you bringing Pom into this? What does she have to do with this filthy movie of yours?
I was thinking that, if she acted in this film, she will be marvelous.
Don't try to give me this crap. You must have told Mansid something about Pom, right? Mansid, what did he tell you? Come on, tell me, what did he tell you about Pom? Deepak told you not to tell me about this, right? Why are you silent? Are you scared? Why? What are you afraid of? Oh, I know. You're afraid that if you speak up, Deepak will not do the film with you, and then you'll miss out on the deal, right?
Stop it, Sharika. You have no right to talk to me like that. Whether Deepak makes this film or not is really up to him. I don't care about the film. I was only trying to help.
Then why don't you tell me? What did he tell you about Pom?
Sarika, why are you so rude with him? He's our guest, for heaven's sake. I just asked him to keep a secret, and he was trying to be helpful. That's it.
Deepak, there's no point in keeping this a secret anymore. Charika, your husband wanted me to make 2 promises. The first one, you know that I have to act in this film as the actor visiting from India. The second one was that I must accept your daughter Pom as a leading lady.
Hypocrite! You double-faced bastard! You want Pom to be in your film? You would never let her go out with her boyfriends? You would never let her go out to any party or participate in any social events? Last year you didn't even let the poor girl go to Montreal on a school trip just because she had to stay out of the house for 2 nights. And you didn't even let her go to her prom, for crying out loud. And now you want her to be in the movies? That too, this filthy movie of yours? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Calm down, Sarika, calm down. It was different then. I was just trying to protect her from those hormone-charged teenagers. You can't say that I kept her locked in the room. I took her to many places, to movies, to museums, to restaurants. Wherever she wanted to go, I took her. It was you who never wanted to come with us.
That's because I didn't like the way you treated her, like a baby. I just hated it.
Why don't you admit that you hate the fact that Pom loves me more than she loves you? These are all your excuses.
Excuse me, but I don't think I should be any part of this conversation.
No, Manasi, please don't go. We have a lot to discuss.
There's nothing more to discuss.
Come on, Sarika, don't meddle in our affairs. I'm going to make the film, and he has given me his word that he will act in the film.
Well, then do whatever you want. But I'm not going to allow you to drag Pom into this filthy business of yours.
Filthy? You're calling this filmmaking filthy?
Of course, filthy. Don't you know what goes on in this industry? You want to throw your daughter to these perverts and lechers?
You don't have any right to talk to the film industry like that. It is true that once upon a time, the industry had a bad reputation. That's not true anymore. These days, when we work on a project, we all work together like a family.
Family? It's of this family that I'm worried the most.
Don't be worried, Sarika. The film will be made in front of her eyes. She'll be with us all the time.
Trust me, we will not let any harm touch your daughter.
I don't trust anybody, nobody.
Come on, Sarika. You don't even trust me?
You know, now I think I understand.
What do you understand?
You folks love your daughter very much. Maybe a bit too much.
What do you mean, too much?
No, please don't be alarmed. It is quite natural, especially in the case of an only child. The love for the child by one parent can cause a bittersweet jealousy in the other. It's quite normal.
I'm jealous of Pom? Oh, are you out of your mind?
No. Don't be alarmed. It's just that you're jealous because you love her. There's nothing to be worried about.
I think you're absolutely right. She's jealous. She's jealous of me and she's jealous of Pom. She cannot see her becoming a movie star instead of becoming a dance instructor like her.
Well, you may think whatever you want. But I'm not going to let Pom act in this film of yours. You better find somebody else.
Yeah, I think we will not take her. We cannot take her. I'm sorry, Deepak. If the mom doesn't want it, you cannot let Pom work in this film. You have to withdraw your second condition. But Sharika, you will agree that we should honor our kids' wishes too. We don't know what Pom wants. Maybe she would want to work in this film.
She will never refuse this role.
But if she does, you cannot force her in any way. Can you promise me that? Good. Now, Sharika, you too must promise that if Pom wants to act in this film, you will not stop her.
But
No ifs and buts. He has given me his word that he will not force her. He will honor her wishes. Now you two must do the same.
okay, all right, I agree.
Good.
But I know that when once she hears the story, she will never agree to do this role. Never.
We can accept that. Great. So now we all agree that Pom will decide for herself whether she wants to work in this film or not. Right? Okay. Now, Deepak, let's wrap up the rest of our discussion on your film. All right. Sharika, I hate to bother you, but this is the right time for another cup of coffee.
Sure.
Thank you. Deepak, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Are you sure that you want to direct this film yourself?
Yes, of course I want to direct a film. And I'll be the director of photography. And screenplay, you already know is mine.
I think you're taking too much on yourself. You know, your film has potential and it needs expert handling. I would recommend that you get an experienced director to handle this film. Same for photography.
Oh. So you think that I will not be able to direct the film?
Please do not misunderstand me. You can work as the executive producer. If you want, I can direct your film and go extra months.
Ah, so you think I don't know how to direct? I don't know how to do the photography or editing, huh?
Please do not misunderstand me. The filmmaking looks...
No, you listen to me. It is true that I have not made any feature-length film, but I can assure you, I know everything about filmmaking that one needs to know. Trust me, I have more knowledge than any of your Kolkata filmmakers. I have made hundreds of video clips of pop in and around New York. Pom by the sea, Pom playing on the snow, Pom in the garden, Pom in a room. Whenever she enters the frame, she's lighted. Everything brightens up like magic. I'll show you. I have so many tapes of them. I'll bring them in a minute. Stay here. I'll be back.
Hey, Deepak, bring your camera when you come back. I want that photo with Mansit. You must be wondering what a big mess you're in, right? Stuck in the middle of nowhere with a crazy couple.
Creative people tend to be a little bit crazy. Your husband is a passionate man. He's passionate about his film. He's passionate about...
What about you? Aren't you a passionate man too?
Yes, I am. I'm passionate about my craft. One needs to be passionate in order to excel. Don't you think?
And how passionate are you with women? Is it as strong as you portray in your films?
What do you think? Your feminine sixth sense must be picking up something.
Yes, it is. And it's telling me that women do get attracted to you, and vice versa.
Once upon a time, it used to be true. I had my fair share of bad reputation as a womanizer, and I'm sure you're aware of that. But I will not hesitate to tell you that I still cannot resist the sexual attraction of a pretty woman.
Yes, it was quite evident last night, the way the ladies mocked you. I was worried that I might never get a chance.
What chance were you looking for?
To bring you to my house, of course. Do you have any idea why I brought you?
You did mention that you had to beg and plead for me. You never said why.
Take a guess.
Guess. You made it quite clear that you have no interest in filming. And I cannot believe that you got me here just to get a picture. Your husband, he likes to host celebrity guests. Do you share his interest?
No, I don't. Hosting celebrities is Deepak's hobby. He loves to hobnob with famous people like you. I detest it. You won't believe the fights we've had over this. But as far as you're concerned, it was different.
Really? May I know what makes me so special?
You really want to know? I really know you. I do. Many years ago, we both knew each other. You must have forgotten.
Really? I'm sorry, I don't remember anything.
You don't have to be sorry. It's quite normal. Those days, when you were not yet a celebrity, you used to act on stage in community theaters. I saw some of your plays in our neighborhood.
Your neighborhood?
Your neighborhood too. You used to live in that red 3-story house in Park Service, right?
Oh my God! You live there? Come on, Sharika, this is not fair. You should have told me earlier. Yes, you did, but I thought you were joking.
I wasn't sure if I should mention it or not. It was so long ago. I was just a teenager back then. Those days, you looked so handsome. The heartthrob of each and every girl in the neighborhood. They used to keep a close watch on your house, just to get a glimpse of you.
What about you? Do you keep an eye too?
Sure I did. I was your greatest fan. Oh, you won't believe it. I had a huge crush on you. But you hardly ever noticed me.
Impossible. I cannot believe I never noticed you. How can someone not notice a pretty girl like you?
Well, I never felt it. You hardly ever spoke to me until that day.
That day, which day? Come on, Sharika, where did we meet? What did we talk about?
You really don't remember?
I have a poor memory. Please help me.
Oh, forget it, Mansuj. Does it really matter? At least now I have all your attention, right?
What are you talking about? How can I not pay attention to a pretty lady like you? Please, tell me, where did we meet? What did we talk about? Please don't let me lose my sleep.
There are no guarantees that those memories will let you sleep any better.
I can handle that. Please tell me.
If you insist, but don't blame me later. We met at our house. You used to come to our house to rehearse your plays.
Rehearse our plays. I know whose house. I remember we used to rehearse our plays at a few places. But are you? Oh my God! You are Vikas's daughter, right?
Good, it wasn't that hard after all.
Oh, Vikashda.
He committed suicide. You knew, right? By then, you had left the neighborhood.
Margunash. That was for
Yes, after all these years. It's all coming back, isn't it? Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, imagine we'd meet again? How I long to see you, to meet you, to talk to you. How I long to make myself noticed by you. My father never wanted this, but he couldn't prevent the inevitable. Here we are, together once again.
The day before he died, Vikashda came to my flat. I was shocked to see him. It was a total mess. He was drunk. He was crying. He was mumbling. I could hardly comprehend anything. Anything except that one sentence he kept on repeating. Ami papi manushi. I am a sinner. Don't ever forgive me. Hamare kono din khama karo na. I thought he was drunk. You know, alcohol made him say things. But I could never imagine that the next day he would jump in front of that running train.
Sinner? Forgive him? Never. If he hadn't killed himself, I myself would have killed that son of a bitch.
He was Sharika. He was your father.
Father? Filthy man who molests his own daughter, rapes her. That devil doesn't deserve to be called a father. I should have castrated the bastard.
I cannot believe this. Vikashda! How could he do such a horrible thing? He always respected him. He was a great actor. A great director. Apart from his love for alcohol, he did nothing wrong. Never said a single curse. How could he do so? I cannot even imagine.
No, you can't. Because you're not a girl. You're a man. When a girl grows up, men around her change. They become animals. To them, she becomes only a sex object. They forget that she could be their sister or daughter. They all crave for her body. Some manage to control themselves, but some can't. Your Vikashda couldn't control himself. No, I won't stop. You have to listen. You must listen, Mansan. Why do you think I took all that trouble to bring you here? Sat through that horrible third-rate play of yours, pleaded with those organizers. You can't tell me you won't listen.
What more do you have to tell me?
Oh, you haven't heard anything yet. Why do you think my father came to your apartment to cry and confess that night? The story should have a role for you too, shouldn't it?
My role?
Oh yes, your role. I know it's easy for you to forget. After all, you had too many girlfriends to worry about. How could you remember a small incident with your Vikashda's daughter?
Sharika, you must be making a mistake. I don't remember any incident with you.
I'm not surprised. It may have been a trivial incident, too insignificant to remember for you. At Mansit, a girl never forgets her first love. Her first kiss.
Me?
Yes, you. Let me help you remember. That evening, you came to our house to tell everyone that you won't be acting in plays anymore because you were busy with your film schedule. I brought some snacks and tea for you all, and as I left the room, you followed me to the kitchen to get a light for your cigarette. There in the kitchen, you looked at me. You were standing so close. I could feel your body touching me, your hands touching me. You turned off the light behind me, and then your lips touched mine. I can never forget that feeling. I was madly in love with you. I would have done anything for you, and you knew that. You played with me for a long time. Then, suddenly you left. You almost ran away, leaving me alone in the darkness. Tell me, why did you leave? Did you see my father? Was he there? Mansit, say something. Did you see him?
I don't know. I don't remember.
But he saw us. He saw us both.
Shit.
That night, he came to my room. He was drunk. My mother was out of town to take care of my sick grandma. I was in a trance. The beloved hero of my dreams had touched me, kissed me. I felt like I was in heaven. I put on my sexiest night dress and I kept on staring at the mirror, dreaming of him. Then he came. He shut the door behind him and he slapped me hard. You bitch! You're in heat, aren't you? How long has this affair been going on? And then he held me hard and tore away my...
Sharika, please don't cry. I didn't know anything. I really didn't know anything.
Mansit, why did you do this to me? Why? Why did you leave me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sharika. I'm really sorry. I never knew.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you care? You thought you could do whatever you liked with a naive girl like me and just dump her like trash?
I admit I was wrong. I was immature. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand Vikashda. I'm really, really sorry. Please forgive me. Your husband, does he know anything about this?
No. Deepak knows that my father committed suicide. But he doesn't know why. No one knows. Only you know that.
I promise. Nobody else will know it.
You know, I don't even care anymore. But I'm not going to let you go scot-free either. You'll have to suffer the consequences. You'll have to pay for your sin. You'll have to be punished.
Punished? Fine. I will take whatever punishment you want to give. Tell me, what do I have to do?
Run away with me.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Yes, let's run away. We'll take my car. We'll drive away. We'll get lost. Or I can go back to India with you and I can live with you there forever.
Calm down, Sharika. Run away. Are we teenagers or what? Can someone at this age just run away?
Why not? Of course we can run away. I can't stay here anymore. You don't know Deepak. He's a monster. He's a vicious animal. Please,
Sharika.
please take me far away from him. Please.
Sharika, don't behave like a child. Okay? I'm a visitor here. I don't know anything about this country. You will be in serious trouble. We will both be in trouble.
Don't worry. I'll take you to a place where no one can find us. Come on, Mansij. Don't be a coward. You should have done this a long time ago. You should have run away with me. Don't wait any longer.
I can't find them.
Mansij, we can't wait any longer. Let's go.
Hey, Sandra! There must be also bomb. You have him somewhere. I can't find him.
I don't know.
You are lying. Who else lives in this house, huh? Who else knows about those tables? You don't want me to show them to Manasit because you don't want to make this film. You want to stop this film by hook or by crook.
Deepak, don't worry about the tapes. We will make the film even if I don't get to see your tapes. I promised you and I'll keep my promise.
No, you won't. Deepak, Mansij will not do the film. Your film will never happen because Mansij and I are leaving.
You are lying. You are a liar. Manasit will act in my film. He
You don't understand, Deepak. I'm leaving with Mansij forever. Do you understand? I'm leaving you forever.
Go ahead, leave. I do not care at all. But before you go, give me those tapes.
So you're not at all concerned that I'm leaving you? You don't care about me at all? Mansij, now do you understand why I want to leave him?
And I'm sure Deepak loves you. He needs you.
No, he does not love me. He loves Pom. He only loves Pom.
Yes, I love Pom and Manasit knows it pretty well, okay? But before you go, can you give me the tapes? Are you giving me the tapes or not?
No, I'm not. And you know why? Because they don't exist anymore. I burned them all those photo albums, those videotapes, everything.
You are lying.
No, I'm not. I burnt them all. Night after night, I sat in that dark basement watching those videos of Pom. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't stand it. I destroyed them.
Bitch, I'll kill you.
What are you doing? Calm down. Calm down.
Manasit, she took my Pom away from me. I only had Pom. I have no one else in the world. I only love Pom. How can she do that? You know, can there be any better relationship or sweeter relationship than between a father and a daughter? How can she be so jealous?
Better relationship? Sweeter relationship? Aren't you ashamed to say these words? Then tell me, why did Pom have to leave that night? What made her crazy enough to drive through the Taconic in that horrible weather? Tell me, why did she have to run away?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know? But you were in her room that night. You sneaked into her room while she was sleeping, didn't you? Tell me, didn't you? Pom called me from her car. You broke into her room. Why? Why? What were you doing in her room?
Nothing. I was doing nothing. I only...
Sarvanash. Deepak, you?
Come on, Deepak. Let's settle this once and for all. Now's your chance to speak up. Tell me, what did you do to Pom that night? What were you doing in her room? Why did you break into her room like a burglar?
Stop it! Stop it! I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. That evening, Pom and I had an argument. She wanted to go to movies with her friends, some boys. I did not let her. How could I? There was a blizzard warning on the TV. I asked her to watch a movie in the basement, but she refused. She was angry. She shouted at me. She said I do not let her do anything. I felt so bad. She just ran to her room and slammed the door. I felt so miserable. So miserable. I just went and sat in the family room with a drink in my hand. It was quiet. Very quiet. Only the weather channel was playing on the TV. Then the blizzard came. It started snowing so heavily, like never before. You called from your dance rehearsal to say that you will not be able to come back. It was late at night. Well past midnight when I got up from my couch to go to my bedroom. I stopped outside Mom's room. I called her a few times, but she did not respond. I was worried. I wanted to know if she was all right. I really wanted to see her. I somehow opened her door and tiptoed into her room. And there she was, sleeping in her bed. In the dim night lamp, she looked so beautiful. I just sat by her bedside and started watching her. I don't know for how long. A lock of hair had drifted across her face. Gently, I moved it away. She looked so beautiful, my sleeping princess. Then I kissed her. I kissed my little princess on her forehead. And
What? What happened? What did you do to her? What did you do to Mom?
nothing. I did nothing. I just kissed her on the forehead, but she woke up scared. She started shouting. She said, "Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Get out of my room." She was hysterical. She was calling for you, "Mom, Mom." I tried to calm her down. I said, "Mom, this is your Baba. You must have seen a nightmare. Don't be scared, darling. I am here." But she did not listen. She kept on shouting, screaming. She said, "Why are you here? How did you get into the room? Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Get out of the room." I tried to take her in my arms, but she slipped away. She picked up a metal vase from the table and threatened me. She said, "Don't come near me. Don't touch me. I'll hit you." I could not believe myself. "Mom, what are you saying, Mom? This is your Baba, Mom." I tried to go near her, but she threw the vase at me. It hit my head and knocked me out. I tried my head to her. She was nowhere in the room. And then I heard an engine start in the garage. I ran to the garage and saw her pulling the car out. I shouted. I screamed, "Mom, don't go, Mom! Mom, don't go, Mom!" But she did not listen. She drove out like crazy. I saw her car disappear. The slow.
You are lying. Mom called me from her car. She said to me, "Mom, you were right. You were right about Daddy. He sneaked into my room. He tried to attack me. He tried to..."
Tried to do what? Don't stop telling me. Mom told you that you were right about me. What were you right about? What did you tell her? What would I do to her? What did you tell her?
You want to know? I warned her about you. I asked her to stay away from you. I asked her not to trust any man, not even her father. Do you understand? I told Paul, your father is a man too. They're all the same. They're all after our flesh and body. They're all like Vikash Malik. They don't care about relations, not even blood relations. And you didn't even have that hurdle to worry about.
Sharika.
What's going to stop you?
Sharika, please.
No, there's no stopping now. The cat is out of the bag. The cat is out!
Quiet! Quiet! Let me concentrate. Let me focus. Let me focus. Let me understand this. You told my daughter that I'm not a father. I'm a monster, an animal. I abuse. Am I right? You told my daughter that I'm a father. No, I'm not a father. I'm not a father, so I have no moral obstacle in abusing my own daughter. My daughter, she's not my daughter, Bob is not my daughter, Bob.
Please calm down. You need to understand her. She has been through major trauma.
What do you say? What do you say? You were saying something about Prakash Malik. Who's Prakash Malik? Who's Prakash Malik? This name rings a bell. Prakash Malik, Prakash Malik. He was your father. He was your father. He killed himself, did he not? So what has he got to do with this? What has he got to do with Bob? Tell me. You know, this bitch told my daughter that I am not a father. I'm a dangerous animal, a monster who will not hesitate in abusing my own daughter. A man like Prakash Malik. You father. He. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry, God. I never knew you were so afraid of me. I never knew you hated me so much. So much. You had to corrupt my little girl with your hatred. You poisoned her mind against me. My little baby thought that I am an animal, I am a monster. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? You punished me for your father's crime. You heartless woman. You murderer, you killed your father, you killed me, and you killed...
What are you doing? Leave her. Leave her alone. Leave her. Please calm down. Don't feel so bad. I'm sure if we explain to Mom, she will understand. Sharika, please don't cry. Whatever has happened today has happened. Forget it. It is good that everything has come out in the open. Deepak is innocent. You need to understand her. You should explain everything to Mom. Tell her that you were wrong about it. Give her a call. Let her come.
She can't. She can't come. She is.
Toyota tries to pass the truck at high speed, loses control, spins and hits the truck and flies up in the air. Car hangs in the midair for some time before smashing down on the edge of the Taconic Parkway. Closer. The shattered glass spreads across the snow. Deep red blood oozes out of the car and stains the white snow on the Taconic Parkway.
Oh my God, this means Mom.
Montage. Flashing ambulance lights, police cars, blazing sirens, hospital, the ambulance rushing through the snow, a hospital emergency, doctors rushing with Bell's body on the stretcher, oxygen mask, operation theater, doctors and nurses in green overalls, huddling on Mom's body. Oh, the doctor's charges his defibrillator, shouting 1, 2, 3. Mom's body jumps with each shock. The green wiggly lights. Head. Flat light.
Stop. Please stop. I understand. I understand.
Flashback. Sepia Tour, Kolkata. A young couple walks down the hospital corridor with the case manager by their side. They enter a small grey room. The case manager gestures towards the waiting nurse. The nurse picks up a small speck of life from the basket. It's a small baby. She takes the baby to the mother, but before she could reach, the father picks up the child. In his hands, his face brightens up like a ethereal glow.
I told you not to take a girl. I told you we should adopt a boy. But you didn't listen. The girl mesmerized you, blinded you.
They gave her to me. They put palm in my hands. She was so pretty, so beautiful, so innocent. You remember how she curled her fist around my finger. Oh, good, I love her.
You should have forced yourself. I told you several times, Deepak, we didn't come here for a girl. I don't want a girl. But you were adamant.
How could I pull it? Why can't I make you understand? Why can't I make you understand?
Why did you insist on adopting? Why?
What do you mean? How could we live without a child?
We should have. Just the way we are living now. What good did it do to the child? Child brought sin with her. Nothing else but sin.
Shut up, Sarika, shut up. The child did not bring any sin. You brought your sin with you. You are the sinner. What did you do? How can you be so cruel? You are sick, Sarika. You are sick.
I am sick. How dare you say that? Mansit, you know me well. Tell me who is sick, me or Deepak?
I don't know, Sharika. I don't know.
You are a coward, Mansit. A goddamn coward!
Deepak, I have to leave now. I can't stay here.
What about my film?
You will make your film all right. We can discuss about that later. We need some time now. Sharika needs us support. You need to take care of Sharika, and she needs to take care of you.
How can I do that? She stole my daughter.
It was an accident. I admit there was some misunderstanding. But you will agree that this was not her intention to...
Oh, stop it, Mansit. I don't need your patronizing. Deepak knows me quite well. Don't you, Deepak?
I know you.
Sure you do. You know me and I know you. We both know each other very well as always, don't we? Mansit, you look worried. Deepak, we gotta stop this now. Look at him, he's scared. Oh, come on, Mansit. Did you believe all of this? This was only a drama. A show. A very old show of ours.
What? A show?
Yes, nothing but a show. A play that we act for each other. We watch each other perform, we critique each other's performances, and today you two are a part of the audience.
Right?
Tell us, how did you like it?
Yes, tell us, how did you like this whole drama of Sarika? Huh? You are a professional. You know everything. Why don't you give us some pointers?
Come on, Mansit, say something. This is how we live. Acting for each other, acting with each other, and we have to keep this going all our lives. Don't we, Deepak? Tell us, how are we doing?
You're doing quite good. Good luck to you both. Goodbye.
You can't leave now. What about lunch? I've cooked so much. Your flight's not till the evening. Have some lunch, rest a little, and then you can leave. Oh, and Deepak, why don't you take our guest on a quick tour around the Taconic Parkway?
Right.
And don't forget to take our picture.
All right, let's go. I'll show you some of Tom's favorite spots. I guarantee you'll fall in love with them.
And I'll call Mom. You know if she can make it?
Yeah, sure. You will be able to meet your leading lady. Come on, let's go. I'll show you. Hey, Sarika, you are a genius.